Are we back? Hello, hello, hello.
No.
No, yeah. It takes like a couple seconds for the.
Yes. No.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got the player playing.
Good.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Article. Country now comes before profit for companies in East China.
Wait. The point I was trying to make is that
Yeah, but the whole point comes back to okay.
Let me
so
make
if,
it at least before
no,
responding.
Let me fucking. I can do it quicker.
No, the
Like,
point.
oh, you have a bad person in charge of a powerful decision maker within an economy.
No,
And then
point.
they can make stuff bad, and then.
No, okay, please let me just speak. The point I'm trying to make is that there I have trouble seeing how a steering system like in China is any less fragile towards people acting selfishly than less centralized systems.
Wait, can I interrupt?
Sure.
You guys wanna like? I got a foreign policy expert, and I can a Taiwanese person, Chinese person.
Whoa, that's not the same thing. Careful.
It might be depending on what your opinion is about Taiwan and China. So
it's Taiwan province, right?
So you want me to ask him to come on?
Yeah, sure. If they want to. Though honestly, I was also thinking of maybe like wrapping this up soon because it's getting really fucking late for me, and I have to work tomorrow. But maybe we can do like this more like a more structured discussion some other time.
You might know this person's name.
Oh, it's okay. Who is it?
I cannot talk.
Okay.
But
anyways, you want to respond? Anyways, yeah. So what I was saying, I just struggle to see like what mechanisms in place make one system.
But imagine same amount of corruption. Imagine that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, same amount of corruption.
Yeah, I'm imagining.
Yeah. Okay. So everything else will. I mean, like, what's the issue then? Like, oh yeah, okay, corruption is not harder. It's not less hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you still have the strategic influence from some kind of plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That can happen, right?
Yeah, it's no, but look, the reason I said this was because when we talked about the like nudging instead of steering of the of our governments, you start talking about corruption of the policies put in place by those governments. So the reason I started comparing that to the steering of China was because I have trouble seeing that that corruption is any more significant in either system compared to the other. If anything, a system with more like direct power tends. Well, maybe you could argue that those are like just different forms of corruption, but systems with more direct power and more direct decision making do tend to be more more likely to have like corruption in them in the more classical sense. But I understand that we're talking corruption more in the like corruption of the intentions of a policy, which is more general thing.
Yeah.
But so like it was literally just in response to your statements that seemed to argue that steering system would be less susceptible to perversion of the intentions of a policy, which I just wanted to illustrate like why I do not share that confidence.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine, but like, yeah. That was why we were talking about that, because now you're like, well, if the two systems are like equally corrupt, so, and like I just wanted to remind you why I was trying to get there of like saying that the two systems are equally corrupt. That was the intention, to be like, well, they're equally corrupt, then why did we criticize the nudging system earlier for like being easy to game if you can game just as easily within a centralized system?
Yeah.
So, but then we have to like find other like incentives or advantages and disadvantages of the different policies. But also the reality is it's 4 a.m. That's also what I was like.
Pull Chowin. Pull fucking Chowin.
Oh shit.
You got an actual
No.
expert on this fucking topic.
What
You
the
gotta
fuck
talk
is
to
going
him.
on? What the fuck
Okay.
is going on?
Look, Chow, I'm sorry, Chinchilla pulled you in. It's fucking 4 a.m. and we just spent like the last hour and a half, 2 hours discussing like Chinese economic policy, and we somehow got here from earlier talking about prostitution. I don't even know how we got here. I'm sorry. I actually would be really down to have this discussion, but
You're dodging.
Look, I was gonna say that, but then you muted yourself and left. I've been wanting to like wrap this up for the past 30 minutes. I need to work tomorrow, okay?
Oh, look, Chow is getting in here.
I'm so sorry.
Like we got a three
I
white
have
boys
no
in
idea
here.
if this is like a blessing or a curse to me, because it sounds like I have a future commitment, but it also sounds like I could get out. I could get out of something right now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually absolutely correct. You could get out of it in the future too. We're not like making any hard plans, but
I'm blessed.
You are blessed, yes.
All right, but I just want to know. Okay,
Yeah.
so just like, can you give me a TLDR, so maybe I could like think about it.
Oh
There's
god,
so many-
sorry, go ahead.
There's so many things.
Okay, no,
to
just like the latest thing about China.
Okay, the latest
I'm pretty sure
discussion.
I was brought on because of China. Okay, so
Yeah. The
It's
last
about
part.
direct economic control versus nudging economic control.
Yeah.
the best economic control versus what?
No,
direct economic control by ownership of the means of production and by installing members of the board of your
All right, I think this
Art
is really simple.
versus
Okay,
nudging.
if you think the Chinese economic system is all about controlling the means of production for the proletariat, okay, you're on fucking crack
No.
or something.
Yeah, but they
Alright.
own their heavy industries mostly by state-owned enterprises.
Okay, yeah, so the United States could do the same thing. Okay, the United
No,
States
it
has the
can.
ability of eminent domain of taking control of everything. Okay, like,
Okay.
what's the difference?
well, they don't do that.
Well, one does and the other doesn't.
No, the Chinese don't do that either. They only do that. They only do that for specific cases, but for the most part, they let private
Right,
industry
they do
their
it,
own
but they
thing.
don't do it.
What?
They do it, but they don't do it. You said
Oh,
they don't.
let
do
him
that,
finish
but
the
they
sentence. He was actually saying.
do it.
No. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. So they do it, but only in certain instances. Just because they do it doesn't mean they do it to the extreme in which like is being said in, or like in some ideologue.
Okay, but they do it, right?
Yeah, and so does the United States. The United States has taken control of companies and made them into the public. So like, what is the United States now
When?
communist? Is that the threshold that we're putting things
Yeah, but
at? That's a
they
pretty
don't-
low fucking
what?
threshold.
They don't own like Chevron.
Also,
Yeah,
to
but
turn
they
it.
could, right? Like at this point, to me, it just sounds about possibility and whether or not they do it once.
No, because one does it right now and the other doesn't, right?
What? I
China
already
does
just
it
told.
right
I
now,
already
and
told. I
US
already told you the
doesn't.
United States has done it before. So does that
Yeah,
make
but
them
it doesn't
communist?
do it now. It doesn't do it
It
right
doesn't
now.
matter
right?
if they've done it now. Okay,
Yes, it
it's
does
the fact
matter.
that
It's
they've done it.
about what they
Holy
do
shit.
now.
Okay, all right, all right. You're
Who
off. You're
cares
off your
about
rockers. You're
who
off your
cares
rockers.
about
I'm
what
out of
they
here. Good.
can do? Whoa, he
Holy
gets
shit,
triggered
he left.
easily. Who cares about who can do?
Okay, no. To turn. To be fair, we talked over this already, like an hour ago, where the fact that there really is a lot of like private free enterprise in the
Yeah, but
in the Chinese
Yeah, but-
system.
but China owns like China Oil. The US doesn't own Chevron. The US doesn't own what else?
Yeah.
I honestly like I believe
Who cares about what they can do? Like he's saying, oh, the mode of production is decided by the law. Like
I
no,
think I honestly like
Well,
I think
that's
it's
fair enough.
interesting to talk about like with Sampa Chow about this thing and maybe
no, because it's a way of thinking that stuff is defined by what it can do instead of what is actually done. That
No,
stuff
I
is
mean
defined by what
you guys
can
you
be
guys
done
got
within the law.
you guys somehow managed like within 30 seconds to get into a weird disagreement that was like
Yeah.
not very
No,
relevant to the discussion.
He said like, oh, the U.S. can also take control of.
Yeah,
strategic
I was here.
resources.
I heard what happened.
So that's. Yeah, but they don't.
Yeah, I know. It's
Well,
not
but
something
we
that
got-
happens.
we got not enough out of that to actually come to like any conclusion whatsoever what you guys were talking about. So like honestly, like I want to hear more. But yeah, Sampa Chow ditched out. He was like, "You're off your rockets," and then he left. So that's sad.
Yeah, because
I think okay. To be fair, honestly, the fact that I don't know.
So
like-
yeah, but maybe like honestly, like Sampa Chow, he was. This is not what I'm going to do. This is too much because this is so fucking stupid. You know, that was probably the case. So yeah.
yeah,
But-
because yeah.
Yeah, and the fact
what was stupid? We first. I don't even know how to explain it anymore.
because you well the first problem was talking about means of production when
Yeah,
China
because
is
he has
obviously like
words.
a capitalist system.
Okay, so you
Mm-hmm.
so like. So it's a capitalist system now and not a mixed economy, because we first said like, oh, Western economy.
Oh yeah, we did call it a mixed economy. I don't know. For me, China is always like a state capitalism, right? The state has a strong influence, like you were saying. It steers the economy, but for the most part, it's capitalist. The people run like their
yeah,
own
but
businesses.
It's obviously more. The state has more control there than here, right?
Go as far as
direct
to call
control.
it,
State. Okay, so
Yeah.
what just happened like a couple of weeks ago is that China evaporated $1 trillion of the stock market because they said like they changed rules. Like homeschooling cannot be profitable anymore. It cannot be a for-profit enterprise. Can you name one example in like the last 60, 70 years since World War II in the West where a government made a decision and directly
Okay, so if
a
you have a
huge
country that
amount
isn't
of-
if a country isn't like state capitalist, so it doesn't intertwine that much with the capitalist like things, right? It cannot do that. So there you
Yeah, that's
there
our
goes
point,
your
yeah.
answer, right? So
yeah, so
if
it's
you-
Well,
it's not
yes and
so
no.
we're not
It's
at
like
the same
so
level. So they have more control here. So their state has more control over the economy than
Yeah.
here.
Absolutely.
Right?
yeah, absolutely, and I don't think
And they-
that's a good thing.
Which, regardless, what's the point you're getting at, Turnit?
What?
What's the point you're getting at?
that's
You're
what
like
we were-
doing something
was
step by step. Sorry?
No, that was what we were talking about.
Oh, I thought we were getting to
No,
something.
no, we were arguing, like, you were arguing that, oh yeah, it's like at the same level, the state and the private part of the business.
No, we were just retracing like what just happened with Senpai Chao, where like he asked. Obviously doing this at 4 a.m. is part of the problem, but like he came in, asked for like some. There was some like question, and then you respond with like means of production, and then he got like really
That just means
confrontational
ownership of
because
companies and stocks and such.
yeah, but
Yeah, sorry that he gets triggered by the word.
you don't have to be sorry for that. Like that's
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
he gets
Just
triggered,
Senpai
he gets triggered really fucking easily.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm gonna clip that. Just kidding.
You can. It's true. I hope he's aware he gets triggered really fucking easily, because if he's unaware, then that's weird. And like, but like most people, when they get triggered, they get really like uncharitable, and like discussions go to shit.
But this whole notion about like China being like a communist country, right? And you saying that that you personally like said like, well, it's actually like state capitalism, right?
I know.
So this
name on it said that I know.
Yeah, that's how I could like to call it.
Okay, so would you still like call China like communist?
Who, me?
Oh, the party's ideology, yeah, but the country, no.
How is
Oh.
the party ideology communist when like you yourself sent me that article about how the party uses
Communism
Marxist
is
language?
Is a stateless, moneyless society, stateless, classless, moneyless society, and it's obviously not a stateless, moneyless, classless society.
Yeah, but okay. Anyways, like I was saying, you sent me that article that itself was a very interesting insight into how discourse takes form within the Communist Party, where they use the words, the language of Marxism, but they actually use it to justify like anything they want. Pretty much, there you get the same kinds of debates you would get in any other country of like more socialist programs, like more socialist approaches versus more liberal approaches. But it's just that both sides will use Marxist language or Marxist arguments to justify their policies. So, like, is it just the language? Is it just the appearance that matters for it to be communist? That seems.
Yeah, kind of. That's kind of ideology, right?
Is it? I would like to think that ideology is the actual is not just how you make things look, but the actual intention behind them. If the intention of the arguments is to bring about a classless what would you say, a classless, moneyless, a stateless society,
well,
then sure. But obviously that's not the intention. Yeah, if that's not the intention, then that's not the ideology. The ideology is the ideal that that a group of people aspire to, right?
Yeah.
So you cannot say that even though they're called the Chinese Communist Party, if their goal is not to arrive at a communist ideal, I can't call them communists.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is, I'm sorry, it's just like, it's in the end it's kind of like just semantics, but that's why I say it's like state capitalism. It's like you said, there's a lot of state control, but it's capitalism.
Like I can be a little bit helpful in this situation. Would you say like it's like they are transferring to like communism, is that their end goal? So maybe like you have like dam socks, right? So dam socks are democrats in a
Democratic
capitalistic
socialist.
society, which want to transfer to a socialist society. So maybe in that case, like the ideology behind like the whole Chinese like thing is that they want to transfer to the communist society, but they do it within the capitalist means.
Yeah,
And
like Lenin said.
that's pretty much what you said, right? That so yeah.
No,
Honestly, like
I don't know if that
Like,
intention
I
is there
think-
anymore. It
I-
used to be the goal, right? But
I know. I think that because especially under in the previous president or the party secretary or whatever, that was way more capitalist. But I do feel like Xi Jinping is steering it more towards a less capitalist society, not communist, let's say.
I would
what is it?
actually agree. I would actually agree. I would agree he would it like less capitalist, more fascist. So he like in West China, it's
not
clearly obviously what what there is happening over there, and generally it's like the Hanification has been wrapped up like really rapid, and it's really sad because it's just not what's in the favor of China overall.
He's saying,
Like
are you
Chinese.
saying fascism is you? Because I say he's steering it into less capitalism, but into fascism. But
Well, fascism is not an
Yeah.
economic policy, right? It's you're talking about the nationalistic and like
yeah,
and
No,
the,
I
like,
think
Hanification
that both
and-
both fascism and communism or capitalism are like not ideology that combine with each other. So I think when it comes to fascism, it's like generally speaking, it's not about like any capitalism means. It's pretty much about like like cultural
if you-
identity and everything goes overboard.
yeah,
So,
but that's the thing.
you
You,
look
you,
at
you can
like
have a fascist.
fascism in Italian sense or fascism in the German sense. It was always.
Oh yeah,
about-
you can have like communism fascist societies then as well, right?
No,
No, why not?
but those are
Why not?
authoritarian communist societies. Well, they were willing to.
Why not? Because then in that case, yeah.
Because fascism necessitates private enterprise.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it
it does.
doesn't. It doesn't. Fascism
does.
has its roots in like what you call like internationalization of things, authoritarianism. So
Wait, fascism, internationalization of authoritarianism.
no. That's not what I'm saying. It's like internationalism. So that's basically when you look in your own country and you look at that
Intranationalism.
internationalism. So you
Oh.
basically look at your own
In-
country and you say like this specific group within my own country is good. So and therefore you're gonna root everybody out. And that's basically what fascism is generally doing. That they are saying like this group within my own country is good, and I'm gonna root everybody out, or I'm gonna evict them, or I'm gonna do whatever. So
Less so in
when
originals.
it comes to the Germans, right? They say like, well, we had got the Aryan race, so they did whatever they could to promote that.
Okay,
Right?
first off,
To-
it's
If you want to
US.
discuss fascism, you have to talk more about Mussolini and.
Well, that's
also-
fascism with a capital of F. So first of all, but yeah,
okay. There are several things that bother me with the direction. Sorry, I'm going to cut this off, but there are several things that bother me with the direction this discussion is going. First off, we're like are leaving off the previous thing, which was that like honestly, we're talking like economic policy. The whole like and fascism is a fascinating discussion too. But we're look.
Okay.
Guys, can we just like plan for a discussion another time and maybe like like set subjects and research them?
Easier under a centralized, powerful state that has
'Cause,
economic control.
Oh
to
yeah, China.
implement
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, right? It's easier when you have that power to implement authoritarian controls on like ethnic minorities and cultural minorities.
But they actually kill people.
Yeah, but that's
Whereas
yeah.
in
So
China-
I'm saying it's easier to do that if you have central control, right?
It's easier to have to kill people if you have central control. I agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Anyways, the reason I also cut you off is like once again, it's past 4 a.m. There are parts of this conversation that aren't really going anywhere. Not that the subjects we are discussing aren't interesting to me or any of that, but we would have a much more productive conversation if we were well rested and if we like actually prepared for it with research and like structured it on a specific subject. So I'm gonna end this now, like forcefully, because if I like don't, like one of you is gonna say something and you're gonna like start arguing again. It's not against you. I love both of you. Thank you so much thank you so much for coming on. It has been fun, even though I sound like a bit exhausted. It's because I am, but it's been fun talking with you. It's been interesting. I love you. Bye bye. Thanks for showing up. Okay, sorry. I had to pull the plug. I need to like go live my life. I need to be free from this. Okay, I want to be free. It's just background noise while reading mycology stuff at this point for me. I think for a lot of people, those kinds of discussions are just background noise. Just saying, dude, get some sleep. This is going nowhere. A little bit. Don't stop. Keep going. It's only 10 p.m. It's 4:20. It's 4:20 a.m. for me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Love you again. Bye bye. Wow.